See, here's what I think.
And also, do you think it's okay to be mean to politician kids?
No.
People were having a conversation saying that it is okay for them to call out politician kids because their parents are the ones destroying the country.
See, if we start to enter Nigeria's problem on this podcast,
you know somebody maybe you get married to somebody or you're with somebody in your trenches days, and maybe she's not the most fashionable person. Do you understand? Like, you not get to your promised land that you have been trying to get. You're not saying she's not my spec anymore.
Men actually like have feelings for men. No.
Pause.
No, in terms of you want to spend quality time with your guys. You want to watch football with your guys. When you guys will yarn with your guys. When that comes to your babes, you're expecting them to be subservient to you.
It's calm. Welcome to another exciting edition of Zero Conditions podcast. Melody is back in the building. Talani is not around, noticeably. Yeah, you can even see it in the air. Everywhere is quiet. But we've got Dennis and we've got Lolu in the building.
Back again like we never left.
It feels like you guys are now part of the Conditions family.
Well, we are here.
We're here. Thank you guys for coming. And of course, we've got our Chivas in the building. Dennis has got a cup for himself already. Lolu is waiting for mixer, and I don't know why they poured for me, but it's calm, it's fine.
You must drink, I don't understand. What are we here for?
We are back for another edition of Zero Conditions, and we are going to be talking about so many things happening already. Lolu was giving me some gist. Dennis was giving me some gist. So we're going to dive into it. I don't know where to start from. Should we go with Dennis gist first?
Dennis gist is more...
It's very hot.
You want to start this whole thing on like a
on a very like what's going on?
On a very somber note.
Please, and just in case you do not know, we are live on Pop Central, channel 189. Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Dennis, do you want to start with yourself?
I feel like Lulu's
little banter before we come.
Okay, let's start from the Omale. That one was today.
I think that's the first thing we should talk about. It wasn't today now. Did you see the Omale, the interview?
It was today now. Was it?
No.
It was yesterday.
2 days ago. Which kind of years ago? I feel like 2-3 days ago.
Oh, fair. My family just told me this evening that Omale said somebody stole his
sound.
Is that the one you guys are referring to? The one I'm referring to is the first one that I saw, the first clip I saw where he was speaking about where he had a thing with Amazon Music, where he spoke about Nigerian media not supporting him.
That I didn't see. That one I didn't see.
Come on, that's cap. Come on. We know
Yeah. You guys didn't see it?
I didn't see that one.
Okay, I'm gonna play out now. Are you serious?
No.
He said Nigerian media and gatekeepers.
I don't know if you are still dealing with gatekeepers in 2024.
No, he
maybe you are the problem.
Omale can't say that. Like,
he can't say that.
We said this like it was the last artist that radio really blew.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And I remember like that was pandemic year.
I don't feel loved. Okay.
There was only so much.
I have my family, I have my team, but I don't feel. Maybe I'm loved, but I don't feel that way. Especially by the media, and especially by the people that call themselves the gatekeepers.
Man.
This is something I've never talked about. I am that artist that just lives in a fantasy world. Yeah, I just live in my head.
Yeah.
90%.
Why do you have that look in your face?
That's funny.
Who hates on Omale?
Who has time?
We know we said superstar territory like comes in hates or whatever, but like think about who really hates on Omale. Like
I don't even think it's a hate thing. It's the fact that he says he doesn't feel loved by media. Okay, he didn't even say Nigerian. I think he said media.
But he also is not that guy, right? You know that Omale, the most we know about Omale, there's nothing about like his personal life or anything that anybody wants to know. It's just the music, right? He doesn't put anything else out there, right? And it's like, at the end of the day, what's there to hate in music? The music is good. So if the music is all you're giving us, you might as well give us the music and we'll enjoy it. But I don't know that there's anybody saying, because like everybody loves an Omale song, you know.
I don't even think it's just an everybody loves an Omale song. I think it's more of Omale is a loved artist. I think that let's go to the beginning of Omale. Like when we first got introduced to Omale was during the lockdown.
Yeah.
And his team, the people that he was signed to at the time, they put in so much work online and also with radio. I know for a fact that Omah Lay was an artist that was played a lot on radio when his music dropped, and generally the conversation around Omah Lay is always about his mental space, the kind of music that he does. And even sometimes when he drops music, I see fans saying things like, is he okay? How is his mental health? We just hope that they're not just trying to get this guy to do music, and not does he have a therapist? Because people are of the opinion that for the kind of music that he does, they think that there's something going on with him mentally. They assume because of the music, and he's the artist that people started the Afro depression conversation around because of the type of music that he does, if I'm not wrong. So I don't think that he's an artist that people do not like. People even worry about him. People even show him love. Nigeria, the media has always shown Omah Lay love, even from the first day that he dropped his body of work. So I don't really understand that narrative of he doesn't feel loved by media.
That one is hard because I don't know. That I've not seen, right? Have you seen anything like that?
Nah, I mean, Omah Lay, I love your music, so
yeah.
So yeah, I think with this whole conversation is more of a thing, I guess maybe because he's not championed in quite the same way as the big guys. So for example, they can say who are the big three or big four, whatever, new generation. You see, who will talk, mention Shake, mention Rema, mention Thames, mention Arasta. I think why for the mention of Omah Lay, it doesn't mean you're not a superstar. It just means that maybe you don't come top of mind in those conversations.
But like I said, he's just not that guy. There's nothing outside of the music for Omah Lay. Yeah, he's not giving you lifestyle content. He's not giving you. He's not giving you fashion brand content. He's not giving you anything except from the music.
Is that a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing if that's what if that's what you are.
Keeps everything to your music.
Yeah.
So and in that way, that's the purest form of thing, because fine, people might be expecting you to make a sad song or whatever, but at the very least, they know that at every point in time, you're making music that's true to yourself. You're making music that is a piece of you. You understand? It's not a case of, because nobody thinks of Omah Lay and thinks, oh, he has hit songs, yes, but nobody's thinking Omah Lay made this as a gimmick.
Nah.
Yes.
So I think that's the purest form of being
I
a superstar.
agree.
Omah Lay decides to pull up and do a 10,000 people show in Lagos, it's going to sell out.
Facts.
Sell out.
Facts.
So,
easy.
Yeah, so I get, maybe I might get, because it's not, the notoriety is not as far as Omah Lay this, Omah Lay that, or maybe he's looking for hits, I don't know.
Maybe, I
He has
think.
hits.
So his album rollouts, right? Because that's how he came again today and said, oh, somebody stole his sound. He sent the music to someone.
Spoke about his idea.
He spoke about his idea to someone, and then the person went and made a full album out of his idea. We cannot deny or confirm that, right? Because at the end of the day, he did not say who the person is, and we can't go to the person and say, "Come,
Why did you
you for Omah Lay sound, yes or no?" Right? But at the end of the day, it's just right now. What's just funny to me is you have an album coming out sooner than later, right? And then you're doing all these things back to back. It's okay, you're trying to build attention to yourself. And let me watch my words. Let me watch my words.
Of his political connects real quick.
Let me watch my words. But it's roll out your music, man. Just roll out your music. There's no need for all of this.
Why is that whenever artists say these things, the first thing that comes to your mind or people's minds always album rollouts? Is it because you were in the
Yes, because it's literally what it is.
Time and time again.
You've done it so many times.
It's not
congrats, have fun. I'll miss you when the album comes out.
But I also don't.
The album will be mad. It's Omah Lay.
Yes,
It will bang.
That's why.
There's no need.
So I think
The single he dropped today is a banger. There's no need. Let's focus on that.
I don't read artist profiles a lot. That is not Nigerian led, or when you're talking to me, because you will piss me off.
What do you mean Nigerian led?
If it's not a Nigerian outlet or is a Nigerian interviewer or something like that, there's no direct tie-in to somebody that knows you authentically.
Okay, that's artist profile done by
Yeah,
a
so
non-Nigerian.
that you're talking about, Omah Lay did something with Amazon Music. I'm sure the interview was not Nigerian.
Oh.
The one you were talking about today was not Nigerian.
Nah.
So like you're basically trying to shape narrative in a way that will piss me off. Because I want to listen to your music. Like after when Burna Boy went on that whole thing before Love Damini, I didn't Love Damini until like maybe 4 months after. And even now I was because like I have to listen to this for work. Because I'm like, all the things you've said, like I don't understand why you're saying these things now.
Well, the whole Afrobeats is business thing.
Yeah, now like the whole
Thank you, I get.
No substance.
Yeah, that was for this last
That
album.
was for this last one, so I mean, like he's always saying something.
Yeah, that's why I don't, because
Those things are for you to shape your narrative and to say, okay, this is how you are supposed to be looked at, or this is how you are, or whatever. Like the Omale thing, like I'm sure everybody that heard it was like, huh? What do you mean that you're not like?
They're not loved.
Like what do you mean
Bro,
you're not loved?
people that love Omale
A
love,
lot.
like they love
Like he's
Omale.
loved, and I don't even like that. Sometimes when these conversations are happening with us, I don't even like the media narratives. It feels like that's still is Nigerian. Like it's just the media that gets the yabs and the disses a lot of times, because these people are the ones that support you before you become international. And it feels like whenever we get to that point, it's like, oh, I don't roll with this, so I don't. There's always a problem. Then tomorrow they'll now come out and say these people don't carry our stories enough. There's always a problem with Nigerian media.
I mean, I said last time that I was trying to interview somebody, they shanked me for that. But after that episode, like 3 or 4 people like texted me, like during the week, like, yo, like, let's do music. And I'm like, okay, you know what? Fair. And I scheduled like 2 interviews. None of them showed up. One of them is doing well for himself right now. Like, he's not a small artist. You understand? I will mention his name off air, but like you're going to be like, huh? He didn't show up for the interview. And
But
like,
he reached out. His team reached out.
they did reach out to me. Like
After that,
I literally, I was gonna just be like, yeah, send it to this person.
But they said,
But I decided to do it. My editor was like, what's going on? And I'm like, we scheduled call. I got there. I was there for 15 minutes. My guy didn't show. Then I said I should send question via email. Like, what do you want me to write? It's impersonal. I don't do that.
Yeah.
Except I'm asking you just for quotes that I want to just put in like 2 paragraphs. But it's a profile about you. If I send you 15 questions, how will you answer them? Will you type them back to me or what?
And it'll just be, they can even be sending you 1-word answers.
And again, like imagine, like I'm sure you'll be on radio where you attend artists to it's 2 p.m. that's your interview and they'll be working in like at 4.
I'm with an attitude.
Yeah.
Like with an attitude. Because there's this
You touched the nerve there.
with an attitude, like, oh yeah, I was. Sometimes they'd be like, the traffic, can we do this? I don't know. I don't think I want to do this.
The 2 of them are big. Like one is like getting to the point where like he's like breaking out.
Did he show up?
The other one is a star.
Both did not show up.
They did not show up.
Did they send an apology? Did their team reach out?
You're asking for too much.
Yeah, now you're just
Yeah.
now you're
Asking for too
what?
much. You're asking for too
And
much.
like when they now texting me like I'm like, yeah, I'm moving on.
It's very funny. To me, I find it. I don't know if it's a Nigerian thing. I've never lived, outside of Nigeria. I don't know how celebrities in those spaces
I'm sure
deal with like media but it can't be this bad.
I'm sure it can. I'm not in the media space there, but I'm sure it can, because also we are dealing in an industry where we are not necessarily the most professional people generally. Like on the art side, I think coming into this business, one of the first things I learned was art is the craze. It's now you on the professional side that needs to
Manage it.
work around it, because you literally have to be crazy to create art, to create something out of nothing. You literally have to be a bit nuts, right? So you on the pro side, just deciding to be professional, you also have to understand that I'm dealing with mad people here and move accordingly, right? I understand how you're moving. Okay, you want to move this way. You want to caress egos. You want to be firm and decide, however you move, this is my stance, right? Depending on what the outcome you are looking for is, because at the end of the day, some people don't need the artist, right? there's people that actually need the artist. So if you are firm and you need artists, more, it's in your eye go see.
No.
Right? But
Yeah.
if you are firm and you're in this position where you don't need the artist, for example, you guys, that's when you can say, more.
If you like.
If you come for my interview past 9:05, I'm going to close the door. Which there's somebody that literally does that MO in this industry, right? If your interview is 9 and you get there 9:05, she's not going to open the door. She has moved on. She'll find something to do. I don't know how she always finds something to plug up the time with, So it's like she's at the point where, artist or no artist, my show is going to go on.
I think that's how it should be. Like, I feel like building a life around an artist is very.
See, trust me.
It's
But
scary.
like you also, they are actually mad people. There's one or two screws that it might not be loose. It might just be the places where you on the pro side, your own nuts are screwed. Their own nuts are screwed in a different way.
But speaking about
So the things that they find important or normal, we don't find them important. And the things that they find non-important, we find them very important.
On this conversation of journalists or media and celebrities, did you guys see the cancellation of Blake Lively?
Who's cancelling Blake Lively?
Are you people in this world? Blake Lively has been going through hell. She has gone through a series of.
Yeah, I know there's been things that like, wow, who is cancelling Blake Lively?
TikTok, social media, they've been putting out videos. Yeah, but
I've even been online. I've been watching stuff.
Videos
with her husband doing all the waka about.
And also, it came off the promotion of this It Ends With Us movie that dropped.
Right,
yeah. So during the press tour, she had people, they zoomed in on her character, the way she was responding. One journalist from way back, an old journalist that interviewed her in the past, put out a video. Basically, what they're trying to establish that she's very mean and she's...
Oh, is it that person they were asking her about something irrelevant and she was like...
So, different things. The first one, the journalist asked her, so apparently this was when she just gave birth. Or I think she Okay, no. She just announced, or people just found out that she was pregnant or something. So she came for an interview for a totally different movie. And the journalist was like, saw her and was trying to, according to the journalist, was trying to break the ice and just be nice and just be like, so she told her, oh, hi, cute bump there, like cute baby bump and something, or cute bump, so something like that. And Blake Lively looked at the journalist and told her, cute bump there too. Like, cute bump.
Okay, that's very, very spicy.
And the girl is not pregnant.
That's very spicy.
Do you understand? There's another question that the girl asked her about, like, dressing up. I think it was the same journalist that asked her about dressing up. Like, how did she feel about, the clothes that she wore on set and everything? And she's like, I wonder... I think she turned to the other person, the other actor that came with her and said, I wonder if they would ask men about their clothes on set. And both of them just looked at themselves and they laughed and they giggled, and the entire time they did not face the journalist. So they started bringing up all those old videos of her being mean. During this her tour, It Ends With Us, like press run, they said that she was mean to the director. She reduced. Okay, they also asked her about her time as an actor on that set, and she said that she's not the type of actor or actress that you can just give scripts to and tell them what to do. That as a person, she needs to be involved in the costume, in the direction, in the production and everything. And she's very hands-on. That she can't function in a place where they're just giving her like roles and script and things to say. And people were like, that means that you're trying to tell us that she was undermining the role and the responsibility of the director, which that she was trying to infer that she was the one who did all of those things. So yeah, there's been going on so much cancellation for her. Then they brought up the fact that she and her husband got married on a plantation from way back.
She and Ryan.
Yes, no, they got married on a plantation. One slavery-related story. Then they brought up the fact that her husband was not married to Scarlett.
So that's the thing with America. Once they decide to sit on your matter, plus the ones that you know, plus the ones that you don't know.
Said that interview made her almost quit journalism.
Nah, she's doing so much, bro.
The journalist now, even that one too has gone on full press tour. Has been reposting, thank you for everyone that believes in my trauma. So Blake Lively has actually been going through it as an actress. Like,
I haven't seen anything about it.
It's been crazy.
I've seen that video that you're talking about with the cute baby bump. I think I watched it, but like
you didn't get the context.
I didn't get the context.
It's been crazy.
Oh damn.
Cause so that's okay. So cause usually right, Reynolds used to pull her in to like promotion for Deadpool or for his movies and whatnot.
They even now criticize that one. That I think they said the husband wrote one saying or something. They should criticize that both of them on that just went.
That's why she's been literally
quiet. MIA
out of the old Deadpool
she's been really
Deadpool and Wolverine thing.
Really
That's
quiet.
interesting.
She's been really quiet, and they're literally like questioning how she reacts to like journalists and questions during tour. So when we're talking about this thing, I'm just like, yeah, that is in America. I don't even think that if that kind of conversation can happen in Nigeria where they're trying to now like hold the person accountable and be like, oh, as a celebrity, why did you talk to this person like this? Why did you talk to that person like this? Everybody's always just trying to be on the good side of the celebrity or of the artist and be like, oh yes, this is why you need to just let it go. This is how this person is.
Nigerians react, they just don't stand on business as much as they think that they do.
Nigerian audience, have you?
They just react to stuff. They don't stand on business. Like, cause
not necessarily.
I like the fact that a lot of things have happened this year to show that Nigerians don't know how to hate.
Example.
No, we don't. We generally are not. No, we are generally are not hating people. We don't know how to hate.
Sarcastic and like
we can.
Bro, the South Africa thing of ordering bulls that happened this week.
Once it's cruise.
Isn't it first? Bro, do you know how twisted your mind has? Like, it's really like, you know what, the first one that actually killed me this year was when Meghan and Harry came to Nigeria and like British people were like they were so mean.
They were so
and then just like, but they came to our country and we didn't have any problem. And like they were so shocked, like, oh my god. And they realized that British people, like the those tabloid are like
they're generally the meanest people.
They're so mean. That's why I'm like, at one point I was even clutching my own pills like,
you can say that. No, they went in.
No, bro, when they even got married was the worst, bro. The tabloids were insane.
It's not okay to do that, but like,
but they don't get sanctioned, nothing.
But honestly,
no.
Like, British people have come up with so many crazy ass words for like just insulting people.
But I don't even know why they're allowed to.
I'm trying to give like, bro.
There is the
they're
freedom
not allowed
that
to do it, but like they have freedom of expression or
they
whatever.
have freedom of the actual freedom of speech.
They have actual freedom of speech, so you just say whatever. Like you feel like fuck you, like.
They have the actual freedom of speech.
Like their thing, like they got like they were literally going after her, like saying racist stuff, like
extremely,
like really racist stuff for somebody that like okay.
So they will say extremely racist stuff, but they will use English that will not be fully racist, right? So they will call her,
but
they won't call her a monkey, but they will call her something just odd. I forgot. I saw something where something African. I'm like, bro.
Do not highlight that African.
Just not.
Bro.
Yes, no. Like that's why I was like, you people don't know. Like even Ghanaians, they don't know how to. Ghanaians have a really good heart.
Nigerians, I think.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, right?
They are so good-hearted.
But I think South Africans they can be mean.
South Africans can't be mean. They are mean, bro. This babe just came out and said, "Oh, I'm going to run this, that."
Bro, did you see the tabloids?
Sorry.
From what they did when she got...
Like literally, you could literally be a moderate person and be like, if I was the girl, like somebody could literally just come out and be like, a South African can just come out and say, if I was the lady, I would step down and try and clear up my family. And they will just come and say, you are trying to let the criminals go, eh?
Did they going on Tyler?
Hey,
when Tyler was supporting, like
it's just, bro. But like at the end of the day, Nigerians, I think we just like cruise. Anything that is cruise, once the cruise dies down, we'll move on. And
it's such a bad way to live. As an adult, as a human being, you need to learn how to hold a fucking grudge.
I don't understand. That's what you should learn not to do as an adult.
No,
because it will eat you up.
I think it's good for balance. Like,
I think it will literally just randomly eat you up. Because the truth is, at the end of
my only grudge is APC has stolen all the youths of my life. So tomorrow, like nothing is letting that grudge go out of my hand. I'm sorry.
So
like it doesn't now mean that it's not eating me up alive. It's actually eating me up alive because honestly, like, see, bro, like I was talking to somebody that she was like, oh yeah, I was really happy about this promotion. Oh, my salary is going to be this amount, and she was like, but it just means that I'm here, like, bro. When we're in uni, the people were telling us that I want 20k, salary 120k. Whoa, you the ball?
I swear.
120,000 in the ball.
You can save up to buy a Camry.
Please, Lolu, give your PA 120,000.
Uma, shape for me. Uma, the person will cost me. The person will cost me.
I don't understand. You can't employ someone.
We want 20k nowadays.
that is working.
No, I'm not saying you
remote.
can't, but like my thing is more like the value of money now.
It's even so low.
No, the truth, the way you look at it, change 120K to dollars.
We can't even do that. That one is.
Then you realize the actual value of it.
But I don't think that's how we should roll.
Yeah, no. But like that's how you realize the actual value of it, because then that's if for anything the dollars are quote unquote a universal currency right now, because
But we don't spend dollars in Nigeria.
We don't spend dollars in Nigeria, but when you want to engage in like FX trading and everything outside of like Nigeria, right? Everything is valued in dollars, then valued to the country's currency, right?
I get
so
that.
even when you are looking at some, let's say, so for example, we sell crude oil in Nigeria. The value of crude oil is in dollars, because we are selling it outside of Nigeria, right? So when you actually want to see the global value of anything, right now it has to be in dollars. So if you change it to dollars, right, 120K is what? Is less than $100 a month.
Jeez.
The truth is, I wanted to say it's a lot of money, but it's not. You can't really live on that
anymore. It's not a lot of
anymore.
money, actually. It's not a lot of money.
You can't even rent an apartment.
On 120K.
Can't do anything on 120K a month.
Dennis, what do you think?
Oh, I was just going to say that, like, so the same thing we did last year when we floated in Naira. Ethiopia is in it right now, and their currency has lost 90% of its value.
Who?
Ethiopia. And they did that, was it 3 weeks ago?
3 weeks
Floated
ago.
their Naira.
They floated their
currency.
currency. Like they floated the exchange. The exchange was usually pegged, although like black market was doing its thing. But now that like they floated it, he has to find its actual value.
Balance.
So I'm trying to remember the name of the economics, but like the description or the definition of that, I think is depreciative. No, I'll check for the name or something. The idea is simple: you produce what you can, and import the rest.
Yeah.
Many African countries
We don't produce
are importing a lot
And
and producing
Yeah.
very little. So in the case of Nigeria now, for
Always
example,
importing.
we're just importing everything.
Everything, toothpick.
We're importing everything. We're importing Turkey.
Bruh.
Okay, forget Turkey. Toothpick. Like,
And that's
you
what I
can't
was-
produce toothpick.
Now we're saying the same thing now. Like we're importing books now. So like when I mean books, like notebooks.
Yes,
Now we've always been importing
Because you
that.
see all those Macmillan
No, not
printing
necessarily.
press,
We're not-
all
I
those.
mean, like when I started, like in. Okay, so are you saying that when we went
That
to
time,
school, we were importing?
those
are printing presses
We
now.
had
They're
printing presses now.
Yeah, true. I remember.
They're printing
Those are
presses now.
those books. If you even check the back,
Check
you
the
see
back, yeah, I
it
remember.
was made in Ikeja or
In
something.
water or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember actually.
Those places don't work anymore. It's not because like it's just production now in Nigeria is even more expensive
Than imported.
than importing, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that our countries, like as much as we're all here, everything is all good. The parts of our country where production would have been like really ideal is not secure. It's not secure. Like Nigeria, the pathway for Nigeria's prosperity is very, very simple. Like
Security.
it's not hard. Secure where people can farm. People are coming to urban areas that are okay with their farms, but they are coming because of safety. It's not because they want to come and live in Lagos.
Yeah, or it's cheaper.
If where they are is comfortable for them, they're going to stay there.
Yes.
They're going to stay there if it's security, because you can't stay there and they'll kidnap you and your family and they'll not be asking for how much ransom.
Yeah.
And they kill you and stuff like that. So that's why people are leaving.
Yeah.
If you secure those places, figure out the electricity, bro. Like there's not like ideas will come and people can pull them off. But right now, like we're not producing that much, and we're importing a lot of things, and
It's just
our major exports, the value of it is not, because as much as I want to when people are like dollar went to 1.9, it came down, why are prices not coming down? Because the value of your currency is still the value of your currency.
still the value of your
That
currency.
nominal thing obviously is an indicator, but it's still the value of your currency.
And the fact that, let's not even go too deep into it, because that this thing pisses me off. Pisses me off so much that it's like, okay, we don't have money. Then you go and tell the CBN to print more money and reduce the value of the money that we already have. Do you know how insane that as a solution.
And I'm always like,
Seems
who
to me.
approves this thing? Even as someone who's not an economic student, it sounds weird.
Like, how is that a
Talk of
solution?
you.
We don't have money. Okay, go and print more money. So the money that we based what we based our money against just depreciates.
You know the wildest part? Spending money to print that money.
And somebody's getting the deal.
You're gonna pay somebody to print the money, right?
Yes, now.
So and they'll be going to print it in bulk. So if they are printing, maybe,
And they're paying that person in FX, so
yeah,
by the way.
exactly, yeah. Because they are not printing your money in Nigeria now. They're importing your naira too.
They're paying that person in FX.
Nigeria
See, if we start to enter Nigeria's problem on this this podcast,
But
The problems are a lot, but like I feel like the solutions are not, because so it's like when the protests were happening and they were like somebody were like, oh yeah, like we need to be more specific, and I'm like, the problem is that we're in a macroeconomic like very very deep hole, because you implemented 3 things that change people's lives. You floated in naira,
you
you
removed
increased,
Subsidy.
you removed subsidies from petrol, and you increased electricity tariffs. Everybody knows that your economy is based on how well you can move around. So automatically, if fuel is increasing, cost of living goes up.
Yep.
That same fuel is what powers a lot of people's houses. The small that they can use to buy units to, like the house, the lights I even managed to give them, the small that they can use to buy units, you've increased that value again. That's true. Then you devalue their money because your main export is not performing as well as you think. Because all of this thing is like, it's not
that it's not performing as well. It's just, so the thing is, it's just a slippery slope, because we're spending so much money to subsidize the
Naira.
no, the
to
fuel,
peg
fuel,
it
fuel.
to peg the
Oh, to
dollar,
peg, yeah.
and we're spending so much money to subsidize the fuel. So as of the time they floated in naira, they removed subsidy. Landing price of petrol was about 800, 900. Like, it lands at the port at 800, 900. And then we're buying it at what? 170, 180. Where is the rest going? It's somebody that is paying for it.
Yeah.
So we've spent so much of our money
To subsidy.
to subsidize.
Right.
So it's just really a slippery slope.
It is, because at the end of the day, when you now look at how much is spent to subsidize the cost of the fuel.
Do you know what would have happened, right? If they had privatized the refineries in like Obasanjo's time, we won't be in this deep hole.
But those refineries are they even working?
Yeah.
Bro, did you see the Obasanjo interview?
Yeah.
Baba said he called people. He said those people. He said, "Come and buy this refinery." They said no, that the refineries are gone. That they should sell it for scrap. Do you know how bad that was?
And do you know that I also heard that some of these refineries, despite the fact that they're not doing much when it comes to production, people are still earning salaries.
Yeah, because actually they're actually working in some capacity. So actually your refineries actually work, but like they don't work. It's a Nigerian conundrum. So it is like Lolu said now, you are subsidizing for, right? If you're subsidizing for, if you want to take that off, you have to explain that intent and execute it well. That's what they didn't do. You just came and subsidies
removed.
over.
Yeah.
Now you have to explain the intent.
Like, they're not explaining.
If you explain to the intent that okay, you are
completely.
going to save, you are going to use this money for this.
That's now where the problem is, because
Explain that.
you're
Secondly, when you're executing it, the next thing is you're thinking, okay, since we've raised the price of this, let's figure out how to raise purchasing power of the people.
Exactly.
You didn't do any of those
They
things.
didn't do any of those things.
And like a lot, because I cover a lot of Pan-African things, like my frame of record. So Kenya now, people came out to protest because of a finance bill I tried to introduce. Now you're trying to introduce another finance bill. Meanwhile, what they are saying is one more accountability. You want to raise taxes. You want taxes to be 20% of your GDP.
Let's know what
Meanwhile,
those taxes are going
what
for.
the taxes that we're paying 14%, we see our politicians driving flashy cars. They are collecting big salaries. Meanwhile, and the same thing in Nigeria. That's why anybody that says Africa is a country, I don't argue with them, because our leaders are literally learning from each other.
Yeah.
That's what they are doing. Like the Nigerian leader that does this and that is learning from the Kenya one, and the Kenya one is learning from the Uganda one. Like that, they all learn. They all do the same thing. So it's a revolving door of this. That's why if you notice, whenever protests happen and are discussing the same thing, you can easily just draw parallels. Like it's so easy. So like now
I have a theory.
yeah.
I have a theory. My theory is that we are too close to the sun. So, you think it's jokes, right? But deep it. We actually saw the more fried our brains are. The more fried our brains are.
I don't even think.
I swear, I think we are too close to the sun.
Actually, do you know that I don't think it's I know that when people talk about
I think melanin has a bad effect.
When people talk about Nigeria,
God.
they're always very quick to say that.
No, I love the melanin, right? I love my black skin, but I think there's a bad part to the melanin. We need to actually take melanin as an entity and show it and check it.
People's problem.
No. I'm not saying Nigeria. I said all of us that are on the equator. From Nigeria, Ghana, all of us on the equator.
It's an African problem.
All of us on because the farther you go from the equator, the more sense people have.
We have a very long way to go.
It's funny, but you actually dip it. Have you actually dipped it before? The farther you go from the equator, the more sense people have.
No, but I think that as Africans, we do have a problem. That entire South African Nigerian thing really exposed me to the level of hatred that we have for one another as Africans. Because why, as a South African, are you so mad about the girl that was the Nigerian, seemingly Nigerian girl that was contesting or that, doubting her, how much of a South African she is, despite the fact that the girl said she grew up in South Africa, she was, and all of that. I'm like, and the South Africans took it upon themselves to go all the way, so much that the girl had to drop out. And I'm looking at, even when I saw the conversation on social media, I would go on certain people's profile and I would click on it and I was like, this is an actually black person. Like, why are you so mad that a Nigerian or someone with Nigerian roots is contesting in South Africa? Like, why? Aren't you all supposed to be Africans? It's such a wild thing. Like, I didn't even understand that the hatred that South Africans or like Africans have towards each other is even that deep enough for you to ask for that.
If you ask me,
It's ridiculous.
now who I go
It's
ask?
actually ridiculous.
Shout out King Leopold.
But did you guys see that tweet that Victor put out where he said that Nigeria is not the giant of Africa? I think he said Nigeria is not the giant of Africa. Nigerians are. Nigeria is not the giant
Actually,
of Africa.
yes and no, because Nigerian, sometimes when I dip it, right, because me, I say it all the time.
We're just as bad as.
Yeah. The politicians they are really just a reflection of the people. If you take somebody off the streets, a random person off the streets, and put that person in power, the person will do just as much or even worse than the guys in power already.
I mean, not to go all biblical or whatever, I think it's spiritual. Because honestly, I keep saying it, everything that is happening, and I'm not playing the colonialism card because I feel like it's been 16 years. Let it go.
But they keep saying, wait, before you move, Dennis, before you move from that. But there's always also a convention when we say that we're not playing the colonialism card. It's been how many years? Can we move on? Sometimes people argue that the effect of what the white people did to Africans or Nigeria when we were colonized by them is still affecting us.
Yes,
now.
No, yes, facts.
But why you not
it's
saying
facts.
that?
No, but you say work,
but like,
because see, look at it. The US was also colonized by the British.
It was.
But if we're saying that the effect is still here, how can we now say fuck colonialism and it's on our table?
Yeah, because obviously there's only so much you can control. So if you keep letting, like, obviously, so if you're a leader now, because all it takes is one good leader. If one good leader at the highest heights shows that okay,
I don't think it's one good leader.
No, obviously it's not just one good leader, but at the very least, one leader creates hope.
I agree.
Creates another path.
We had one good leader in
like
Lagos.
You said,
after the leader left, we went back to status quo.
Bro, please let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
Is it the leader that found camera?
No, obviously, at the end of the day.
Is it the one that found camera?
No, see, look, at the end of the day.
But let's not like he worked as.
At the end of the day, you
saying
still have to be a passing man. Because the man that was not a passing man, you saw what
I
happened.
really wish he never found that camera.
See, let me tell you, there's this thing.
It was never a part of that. That demystification was too bad.
Nah.
He shouldn't have.
Shout out to him, Sha.
Yeah.
But like, my thing is, if there's one really successful one that sticks by it, people can be like, okay, I can do this, and like there's an alternative path. Sure, you understand? Like everything we're doing, like even sometimes you read, like I've sat down before just to read parts of the constitution, and I'm like, some of this language is just, it's just cool. Like, why am I reading stuff that I be hearing in the make out to da 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 da? I'm like, bro, like, what is all this language? This is like, we're Nigerians, write your constitution. Like, I understand that it has to be thorough and detailed and everything, so that there's no gaps or there's no whatever. But there's a reason why we're Nigerians. If you're writing, like 1999 constitution, imagine having a constitution that if you put it in front of somebody, they'll just slip off. Like, what is this? And I'm sure that's constitution for many countries, but at the very least, like, over time, it becomes a thing. Because imagine these people bringing an anthem back from that the white woman wrote. You understand? And you're telling me that we're not dealing with, like, we're still under the same structure. Like, till tomorrow, like, there's a reason why they moved back to Aso Rock. Like, your capital was in Lagos now. Then after the coup attempt, Babangida was already building Aso Rock. I was like, okay, I'm leaving. Because the coup attempt happened in Lagos. And it's like, yeah, Lagos is too accessible. The white people that were in the north, the British people in the north, they were not living with commoners now. And they actually picked that up from the local traditions. Because in the north, your traditional ruler is like ultimate. If he says this thing is wrong, you know it's right, but like you just follow him and say it's wrong. He only few people rebel against that, and they pick that. That's why when the whole about women's revolt was happening, all of that, that's why you see they will use the traditional rulers as templates for what they are doing. Then from there they will evolve it and use it as their own style. So over time, that's why it's very, very, Nigerian leaders are not accessible. They know. Unlike other countries where you can say, oh, my representative was riding the tube or was on the train. Where do you see Nigeria? Where do you see that? That's not possible now.
But I'm mainstream again. Anyway,
because sometimes
no, but it's still part of it now.
When I pass through horrible roads, things as easy as roads, the first thing that comes to my mind is, if these people actually use these roads as frequently as the regular people, they would understand what people are saying. Because sometimes it feels like they're so out of touch, even in the conversations that they have, the kind of things that they say. I'm like, do you think, is this person living in Nigeria? Are you aware? Because sometimes they'll be arguing with you and be saying we're working. Or when I say all this story, they say the government just paid 20-something million people, 20-something non-workers salary. I'm like, have you spoken to a regular man on the street to know don't you know that people are not getting this money? Sometimes I also think that when the president, when they hire people and say, okay, this is minister of this, this is minister of that, I don't think that the president can come from wherever it is that he is to come and ask the regular man on the street whether you got 5,000 naira that I sent out to all the regular people. So sometimes it's just beyond having bad, like the person in charge not being a good president or whatever. Sometimes the ministers, the people, the governors, those people too, they literally do not do anything. And because of us people, we're always saying, oh, the president, those ones just go, they just fall under the radar. Nobody's worried or wondering what they're doing. Because this electricity thing, we'll be asking the minister why he felt the need to do that. Like, why did you do that?
I think as much as I agree with that, because obviously, like, when I was really young, I grew up in Alimosho area, and the chairman of Alimosho local government was living in Lekki. Was living in Lekki. So, but yeah, we can discuss all of that. Large. My thing is,
like, imagine that.
Yes, that. But my
he probably comes to Alimosho like twice a week.
This little check-ins.
And I was
the kind of laws that we need in Nigeria, where you say that the chairman of a local government must live in his local
but
government.
with Melody, your president, where is he right now?
Oh.
Where is your president? Where is he? No. Like this. I don't say anything. No.
In the corner cruise.
That's what I'm saying. Now, you say he's going to go and he say stay work or something. Sure, that's that. So, like, how do you enforce that kind of thing when, like, so let me tell you, is as much as you want to hold those little places accountable, which is really a really good way. That's how it should be, ideally. But the thing is, everybody knows that in Nigeria right now, if the change is going to happen, it's top down. It's not bottom up.
Yep.
It's top down. Because who created fuel subsidy? Who removed fuel subsidy? It's from up there now. Who floated Naira? It's from up there. All those macroeconomic things are floating now. And then when they realize that, this thing, Shebi wants to favor us, Abi. Me self, as they come now, we say go.
We chop around.
No matter.
So basically, you're highlighting that you think that it's literally from top bottom.
Yep.
That's the thing. Like,
That's how
so
it
for
usually
example,
is.
now, like,
Your president is your representative of the country. Your president is who you see as.
so, like I said, the constitution makes like the constitution, like, it makes the president like a deity, but at the same time, there was a time Buhari was president and it's like, are you putting the president has that much power? He knows what he was saying. Where your power is House of Reps and Senate. But the thing is that they lobby to the point where they use those things as tools rather than as because there's supposed to be separate arms. So you don't just tell, like, this CGN thing that you were telling me about.
Yeah.
They appointed the CGN, and there's a whole thing about whether they screened her or they did not screen her. I don't know, Melody, maybe you also give that backstory.
Yeah. So the one thing that first and foremost, it must really be a difficult thing for your JD to just be a social media fighter for politicians.
Onishawe.
What does that mean?
You not do work for your
the money that they are
I'm just
making.
like,
You know, money that you
the kind of
collect.
narrative that they bring up every day. I'm like, are you thinking? Did you apply?
It's just the artists they pay. No worry.
So now let me. Okay, so something was trending on social media. So Tinubu swore in Kekere Ekun as new CJN, right? And she's the 23rd Chief Justice of Nigeria, and they saw her in.
But
the
then
State
I saw
House.
that I was acting Chief Justice, right? Is it just me?
No, I think they saw her in as the CJN actually. I think maybe she was acting before. But I
Okay.
think they saw her in as the CJN now. And the conversation on social media, different conversations. One that was very loud. People were upset that her son, who is an obedient, was at the swearing in and was smiling and was happy. I saw a video that had him in the frame of when they she was being sworn in. And people were like, why didn't the son refuse to attend? Why didn't the son tell the mother not to accept the appointment and say, oh, since Tinubu is the president? And he has also been very critical of Tinubu as a president in the past. So people are like, and her son is quite popular on social media and he has some seemingly large following. Yeah, and he's a funny guy. They call this social media comedian kind of peeps. And he has been critical of the government in the past. People are like, so since he was so critical of Tinubu and he's a supporter of Tinubu, his mother should have turned down the CGN appointment. And I'm like, was there any critical thinking in the house when you were saying all this? They were running threads, talking, and I'm like, first and foremost, she was supposed to be the CGN. She was going to be regardless of who the president is.
Right.
So for someone that has dedicated her life or put in so much, I don't know her as a person, but for her to get to that level, she has put in so much years of work into the system. Now, at this point where she's supposed to be made decisions, she should turn it down.
No, because even if you're going to make any change, you're not going to make any change just standing on the sideline saying, oh, this thing should have been done this way or this thing should have been done this way. Whatever change she's going to make, as little as it's going to be, even while she's in like Tinubu's cabinet or whatnot, if she's going to make any change whatsoever, she still has to take the job at first.
Cabinet. She's
She's the CJN. Exactly. She's not working for Tinubu, So it's like, whatever change she can make, right? She's going to make it from being in there and making those changes and making those laws and making the things that need to, and changing things that need to be changed, right? For the betterment of people. Because at the end of the day, as much as we want to say, oh, Tinubu this, Tinubu that, but if we get our people in there, at the end of the day, small is like,
I don't think it's an our people thing.
Little
I think
drops.
it's more like, you know how long your mother has been doing all of this, and you're just happy for her. It doesn't mean, bro. I don't know if you guys have seen the video or something of someone who shaking people, and this guy's looking at someone who like it was literally looking at me like, bro, no near me, I feel deck
when
you.
they gave Penny her, what was that story they gave her now?
a medal of something.
And she was receiving it. Let me find out. And people were like, she didn't smile. They were now saying that when she went to receive it, as opposed to receiving the medal, if she's very critical of the president, she shouldn't have gone out to receive it. I'm like, huh?
Come on, you go receive am na your medal, na your honor,
And
collect your
people
honor.
forget that there are different ways when it comes to like protesting against the system or taking a stand against the system. There are different ways to do it. You don't have to do it in I don't want you. You can. What she did was a statement and was loud enough.
See, look,
Like,
she fit even collect am tomorrow, still come protest.
And that's on period. Do you understand? So why were you saying that she shouldn't have collected her?
I'm not saying that everybody has to be as radical. Like, I get when radical people are like that.
Yeah.
Because Nigeria has shown that even if you're
National
slightly
honor.
moderate, Like slightly moderate. You're radical, but
Member of the Order of Nigeria.
yeah, that's like a
Double O-N.
oh Tenny. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Interesting. That's nice.
People like, oh, why did she go and collect it? That she does not. Maybe that the way she ended.
May everybody calm down.
That's not how this thing works. And also on this CGN situation, I think it's ridiculous because first and foremost, even as children, how many things do we agree with our parents on?
Oh yeah. But it doesn't mean that I won't celebrate my bomb now. Come on.
I pin 100%. Whatever.
I agree with a lot of the things that some of the things that our parents agree with.
so-
Socially, politically, religiously, culturally.
I have
I
different
think
views.
again there's this whole record, not a reckoning, but like people are looking at like privilege in a very, very different light these days. So if you have like a level of privilege, you look at you as like, okay, maybe your activism is not real.
Yeah,
Or maybe
sellout.
this is who you are. So like it's not even just your activism, it's just who you are as like a thing. Like I don't know if you guys saw the Dima Ume conversation.
Yeah, so
It was like a whole thing. And I'm like, fair enough. But at the same, my problem was people that were like jumping to like take firing squad bullets. Like, bro, my dad is a senator. What do you want me to do?
So what was your position on that?
Oh, my position is that she did not. So I don't know. I think what started was she had a wedding or something.
Yeah, she
And
got
it was-
married, and people
was
now
like a
saw
really
how
lavish
flamboyant.
and flamboyant
Some
thing.
girl now came out and said that.
that it's not YouTube money.
No. The girl. So somebody was talking that people were like like this is such an expensive looking wedding and stuff. So I think that one guy now said that her father is a politician. One girl innocently now said that when she saw the video of the wedding, she was now wondering that when she saw the attendance and the attendees people that attended. And when she saw Sowolu there, she was wondering, does Sowolu to watch her YouTube video? That she was wondering that. I was like, God, I cackled. And it was so honest, yes. So let me read that for you. She said, when I saw Sowolu, I was like, does he also watch YouTube? And I saw Peter Obi's post about who her father was yesterday, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, now, oh, no.
Did someone who come from watching her videos on how to be a day in the life? But I think that the people were genuinely surprised because that also goes to show that she has been able to build something for herself,
outside of her family.
Like,
but it's also not honest to say that didn't probably play a role in maybe the aesthetics of the video or some of the things she's able to show off in the
handicap, you might worry.
not necessarily.
When I mean
No being handicap is like
people that were thinking that
the aesthetics. Oh,
inspiration
is
you know that what started that inspiration is like 5 million naira.
is why they say all this Instagram thing. If people should take you with a grain of
yeah,
salt.
sometimes when I'm talking to some people and I'm like, oh, so how did you do this? Like sometimes I'm talking to like filmmakers, and I want to know exactly because filmmaking is a really big like
capital
thing.
intensive.
Like it's very, very capital intensive. You need money. You need time.
Yeah.
So like for you to do that, like how are you juggling that with like having a job and stuff? I know they'll be talking is like, I'm like, oh, fair enough. Like, it's like Bolani Ade-Peter's. Like I've never interviewed Bolani Ade-Peter's, but I just feel like if I ever do, like I want to ask questions and stuff like that. But like obviously, like you come from some old money, so it allows you to feed that passion to do it. Like I know people that are trying to like do filmmaking, but like they are doing the 95 grand. You don't have an option. You get. I'm not saying. Yeah, that's why I always say that like that. So when they are doing all these creative things or like music industry guys, this da da da. One of the reasons why people don't see me and stuff like that is because like man, I don't have money. My dad did not give me money that I say take buy ATM. That's your expense account.
That's
I finish NYSC. My man look me say well,
But boy,
best.
find your way. I know they find my way already. Small.
no, you even reach
find
NYSC. Me after university, like this, Popsy look me to say, Omo,
Fine.
who are you?
It's not when, and the thing is, there's a reason why when people now ask you or me that kind of question, like you just sort of, it's easy to be honest because like you can't tell them like, oh, you got this head start by doing this. Should understand?
Yeah.
So like, and I'm not saying that Dima should have come out and say, oh, my dad is a senator.
And the truth is, at the end of the day,
I don't
you
think she
can't
should have
also-
said that. My thing is more for people that just want to immediately
Aspire.
see, like you see something you're immediately aspiring to, and like you're not thinking that okay. Maybe this person had the head start, or maybe this person,
or maybe the person started from a different part.
Okay, so for example, like Show Them Camp, for example, like they both had like well-to-do parents that like were able to send them abroad for school and stuff. They both had like really good jobs. They came back to Nigeria. They could use that on to cushion. They got into hard times and stuff like that. But like, there's a reason why if you really think about it, many of the creatives or like the guys that are blowing up are guys that like have like a cushion. Many of them. There's always like, it's really hard to find an in-between like superstar if you think about it. Like the middle class / lower middle class that like, bro, if your papa and mama are civil servants, and I tell you that you're going to studio, whoa.
But we have a lot of
studio.
we have a lot of artists that we have more. Maybe not more. I can't say
so
more.
Yeah, because artists is even creative. I'm talking about creatives in terms of like is like
all
they're coming from like the ground up.
Yeah.
So it's like you're going for broke, or you're going for like
rich.
As far like you're going for broke from like, okay, this is my only option. I'm dropping out of school for this people because like at this point they don't even get money to send me to school. And they are the ones that like you go to school and like everything is soft, and you come back and like you can decide, okay, they're not asking you what you want to do with your life. You that your parents have spent money to pay school fees is remaining for this guy and bring first salary that they used to buy actually a bit of my Thanksgiving.
Abby. But also I'm of the opinion that people that come from like wealth or like privilege should not be quote unquote castigated or looked down.
Oh, definitely not. I'm not saying.
No.
I'm just saying.
Let's
not start off.
Let's not
start. What's the word?
Yorubas.
Sort of virtue on them, like, oh, this person that is doing really well for themselves. Like that's what I'm saying. Like if you're rich, like bro, have fun. Like I do have
everybody.
Yorubas that said, oh, Dogba, they know what they said, right? Because at the end of the day, the fingers are not equal.
Yeah.
Somebody starts from 50 and goes to 100. Somebody starts from 50 and goes to 70. There are people that start from 50 and take it back to 0. You know?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, and then there's people like us that start from 0 and take it to 100. Whatever it is, at the end of the day, everybody's working. And that's why for people like Copy, people like Davido, I can never not respect their hustle. Because at the end of the day, privilege and all these things, they more often than not just provide you with access.
A safety basket also.
A safety basket and access to be able to fail. Try different things.
Be
and
not successful at different things. You know that if you're not successful, you're not going to go home.
You are not going to go home.
That's another level of confidence that gives you.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you still, more often than not, still have to grind.
You have to grind.
You still have to grind and then you have to decide what you're grinding for. Now, at that point, you're not grinding for, quote unquote, to not be hungry. What you're grinding for is maybe legacy. What you're grinding for is maybe success at a level.
Your own money.
Do you understand? What you're grinding for is probably freedom.
Usually.
You know, so you're grinding for different things outside of just
food money. But I think that having to grind for food money is the lowest of lows.
It's the lowest of lows now. It's what it is.
It's different when you know that if you do not make, because there are people, another thing.
And that's why people find themselves in places where they are not happy. They are doing things where they are not, but you have to do it because at the end of the day, if you don't do it,
that particular conversation around the Dima and her father being a politician also brought, it opened different traumas in young people because a lot of people now started talking about, yes, I need to hold that thought. Okay, we'll come back to this conversation, but we're going on a break. Don't forget that anything that you've missed out, you can catch it on the pod when it drops on Monday across all streaming platforms. We are still going to be talking here, but we're going on a break on TV, but you can continue the conversation with us on Monday when the pod drops. Yes. Now, what I was trying to say also is that this conversation now brought up a lot of traumatized young people that now started sharing their stories of being at jobs that they do not like because they have to. There's no safety basket. Someone else said that as a person, that there was one of our colleagues at work that they were going through like similar boss, like toxic workplace. And one day the kid just woke up and said, "I'm not coming again."
Fuck.
The girl said, "I'm not coming again. Like, I'm not doing this." And she called the girl, like, "I'm not coming anymore." She didn't even bother to resign and stuff like that. But she could not do that. Where are you going? How are you going to eat? So some people, the safety basket that having well-to-do parents gives us gives like young people is very much underestimated.
It's very, very underestimated. It's very, very underestimated.
Work, but it's very, very underestimated.
Very, very underestimated.
You hear of like kids that are like, oh, my daddy has paid my rent for 2 years.
Daddy bought me a house. What do you mean by paying? Bought me a house.
My dad bought me a car. At the end of the day, it's levels to it, right?
Yep.
Some people are. I think the lowest to it is hustling to chow, right?
Chow.
Then there's also to get freedom. Then there's also to gain things by yourself.
Yeah.
Rent your first place, get your first house, rent your first apartment, start buying stuff.
Yeah.
furnish your apartment, you know, all the little things.
Yeah.
You get to a point where, okay, you are settled on that side. You now start buying maybe stock,
Yep.
100K, 200K. You start doing other things with money that help you amass wealth. Okay, maybe you start going into business. Okay, you are saving more. Okay, you know, you now start maybe if you are in a job that you don't like, your
Build your own financial independence for yourself.
do you understand? You have to get to a point where, okay, before I go and do what I actually like, let me build that cushion that I did not have for myself, so that when I eventually go and do what I want to do, I have something to fall back on. You know, all these things are just different things, and it's different strokes for different folks.
But do you think that society is unnecessarily mean to like rich kids?
I think so. I specifically think so. Because at the end, here's what I think.
And also, do you think it's okay to be mean to politician kids?
No.
People were having a conversation saying that it is okay for them to call out politician kids because their parents are the ones destroying the country, and you're benefiting off the decay of the society. That why you holding? Because some people are trying to hold brief for them, and like, she's not.
All the people
and they were like, you cannot hold brief for her because she's a politician's child.
I think my thing is recognizing your what's the word?
By your privilege.
Your privilege.
But I think that
recognizing and realizing that, like, okay, there's a reason why you're in this position, and I think that's why I said the problem I had, or not a problem, the thing I had that was really funny, like it was really for like people that was jumping the line and being like, oh yeah, I mean, what to do home, da da da. No, bro, like I always have a problem with people that nobody asks. Nobody asks you, bro. Go and sit down somewhere. But yeah, like there's a reason why she didn't come out and be like,
yeah,
yep.
She understand. Like she knows. I feel like even if she wasn't in charge of a senator, she was in charge of like maybe an industrial billionaire or something.
She probably won't say.
Probably won't say. There's a reason why like people that are rich or something that are artists and stuff like that, they don't want to tell you that my mommy is this person, my daddy is this person.
There was a podcast, 90s Baby podcast, where Malik Berry was on, and I was talking about meeting Davido. And
who?
Malik Berry, okay. Because apparently he met Davido before he met Wiz, right? Mm-hmm. And he said when he met Davido was hustling like one of them. He didn't understand why Davido was hustling that way, right? And then he came to Nigeria, and then he saw Davido's father's, it's not even house, streets. And Malik Berry said there's bread and there's bread. You understand? For a child like Davido to be hustling that way, you know that at this point, he's hustling for something different. At that point, it was not for freedom. Because if he did not hustle that way, he would probably be working as an engineer in some company and he would not be happy with himself. And when he could be doing the music that would bring him joy, you know? So, bruh, at the end of the day, you just have to, I think because, see, look, recognizing your privilege is what this is. I can specifically say I've never gotten to a point where my hustle was next child, right?
Yeah, same.
So if for anything, I've never gotten to that point where, if I don't have a job, I will not see food to eat. Maybe I will not do 3 meals a day. But
you can do one.
But one sure die, you know? So at the end of the day, I never got to a point where, and that's us, right?
Yeah.
There's people that are not at that level.
Yep.
But then there's people that they passed that level. Their parents were able to get them past that level.
Yep.
And at the end of the day, you just have to recognize that your privilege is your privilege.
Yeah.
Everybody's privilege is different. So, and coming back to your point on politicians' case, man, face your ups, man.
To politicians' case.
Face the actual ups. Those ones they did not choose to come to this life through a politician. They just came to this life. Now that's the life.
We don't choose who the people that give birth to us.
Exactly.
Actually.
That's the hand that they were dealt.
Yep.
And they obviously had to. They came.
Because anytime something comes up,
what do they say? Please don't take care of me. I don't understand.
Or don't send me money.
Don't send me money.
Do you understand? Like, even if they're saying I want to make this on my own, for God's sake, everyone wants soft landing. Everybody wants parents that can. That's why the fact they don't want to build themselves. They also want support.
Prodigal son come back. Oh.
No, go come back here. Whoa. Maybe I fell.
On this economy. So I saw one babe TikTok of, she was talking about how she moved back to her parents' house. And she was like, 1 year ago, I wore my big girl pants and told my parents I wanted to go explore and live life on my own terms. I rented my apartment, but 1 year after, I have to move back because the economy is not smiling. Who does not want that kind of safety basket?
I know two people now that they just paid house and everything. I'm just there like,
Like, they are so upset.
I'm not upset. I'm just laughing, bro. Like, you are buying what at how much, and I'm hearing prices, and I'm like, what's going on here?
My TV that was 300k. First of all, that was really expensive when I bought it.
Yeah.
It's now about 600, 700k.
No, buying things in, like, getting an apartment, buying things in the house, those things are extremely, extremely expensive. And for people that have parents that can afford it, please better collect money. Don't use it to social media.
No.
Everybody's posturing.
Everybody's posturing.
If your father says they want to adopt somebody, they will collect. But I also feel people that are upset about politicians, I get the anger.
You
And
understand
sometimes
where
their children can sometimes be like, oh, well, that's your business, go deal.
Oh, yeah.
There are some that come with that condescension.
No,
but
you
the ones
go,
that
you go after
don't,
them.
Like,
Yeah.
leave them.
And you know the funny part, the tweet that actually sparked the whole thing when the guy was like, that he was watching that yesterday, and I realized that that I think that tweet, like the really popular one that the guy just tweeted it and he said, oh, and I found out that that is a senator.
The
The guy didn't see anything wrong.
Yeah,
People
just
just
said
everyone was twisted
Yeah.
to an agenda because guy literally just said,
you
I
know?
was just thinking that this babe was
yeah.
like. So, for example, now, like,
It's a light
I remember,
bulb moment.
do you remember when Thames posted that picture and like trenches?
And people are like, well, girl.
And like, bro, like, you had a studio monitor in your room. The fuck? Come on, stop playing now. You have studio monitor in your room. Thames. That's not trenches.
But
you know, trenches.
But trenches, you have to see trenches. Oh.
Yeah, it's subjective, but
there's trenches.
But there's the objective trenches.
come
There's
on.
middle income household. And there's low.
Make she go miss Creon, make Creon tell her where trenches is. Me go.
Welcome back. We are live on Pop Central channel 189, and this is Zero Conditions podcast. Melody's in the building. I'm having a conversation with Dennis and Lolu. Tolani is not here for this episode, and we've been talking about different things. If you miss anyone, please don't forget that you can listen to it on Monday when the pod drops at 8 a.m. on whatever streaming platform that you listen to your pod on. We're going to be there. So you've missed out on a couple of conversations. You might want to listen on Monday and catch the drift. But yeah, we're talking about middle income, low income, politicians' children, whether they should be dragged or not, and just recognizing your privilege. And I think that a lot of successful young people that are from privileged homes, they're sometimes too scared to say they're from privileged homes. Everybody wants to be a grass to grace story so bad. And it's not necessary. Like, if my father were a politician, I think I'll be here having a conversation with Dennis and Lou.
You mentioned Davido. What's the Davido first song?
No, it's not Davido.
I remember when I was broke.
Back when I was broke, yo.
But to him, was he broke or he was not broke?
Let's not forget that he said he left his parents.
Hello.
I'm not.
Person where they sleep for Malik Berry floor because saying they find. Stop now.
Lulu, I'm not going to disagree with you or whether I was broke or not. That's not my thing.
But see, that trench
One Melody just said that the grass to grace thing.
It's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
It's not necessary.
The song that blew him up, what did he do? My guy said, see, you people say I'm not broke. Oh,
Do
yeah.
you understand?
I'm
Like, it's
about
really
Lulu.
not
Yeah,
necessary. It's really not. It's really not necessary. And shout out to artists that I've never had to claim, like, change stories and just want to like buy into the emotional side of it. We don't need it because people are still going to find out. Just do your music.
At the end of the day, everybody should just enjoy their lives.
Enjoy your life.
Anyway, so there's something going on in the world that is turning my belly, and I love it so much.
What?
There's so much feminine energy in the world right now. So there's Kamala Harris becoming the
flag bearer
and
Actually,
actually making Donald Trump spiral.
Yeah.
There's the first female, or is it second or first female CJN?
Second
Female CJN. And it's like, there's so much stuff there like that. There's, even on the bad side, this woman, was it Singapore, where there was a protest and they were on the government's roof and then the prime minister had to run out of the country. Mm-hmm. Do you know that story?
No, I haven't.
Even she was a woman. So it's like there's so much feminine energy in the world right now, and I love it.
If you guys were in America, will you vote for Kamala Harris?
With my full fucking chest right now. See,
Likely.
here's why I would vote for Kamala Harris. So it'll be one, right? It'll be the ideals of the Democrats.
lean towards that more.
Lean towards that a lot more.
More.
Generally. So I'm not saying she's been a great vice president or whatnot. I just lean towards like the ideals of, and two, bruh, that guy is a. I'm going to miss him, Sha.
Like 60% of my thing is just like, nah, Donald Trump is just a lunatic.
Just don't bring that
The
guy.
remaining 40% is because, like, apart from, like, okay, let me 20%, like what you said. The other 20% is that I feel like Kamala has, like, added, like, so many aura points in the last 2 weeks.
From
She just has so. Before she used to be just really goofy, and now she just has swagger.
He just
cool. And
he
I'm
just
like,
did.
oh.
What is it with us as young people? We are always so mesmerized with all these our leaders that have swagger.
No, it's
that,
sweet now.
That have steez.
Because now
that's
them
what
Please,
Barack
did
Obama
you
used
see?
to chop
Is that
us.
just the leaders, people that are around them? Did you see that picture of Peter Obi and his wife?
Bro,
You see that auntie?
bro.
You see that
That's
auntie?
so
My
funny.
sister.
Mama.
What does she do, bro?
See this
His
guy.
wife is so fine.
You see this guy?
Like, gosh.
Please, imagine you see that kind. Please, hey.
He's a
Right? So it's not. So there was not the tweet on Instagram where people were like, "Oh, if your wife was in the delivery room and your friend got shot, who are you going to go see?" Right?
the men answer because I don't know.
With my,
And I said, what?
you know, you
My wife is in the living room, wife and child. Brother, who shot you? So okay.
Mark the
You know,
family.
the funniest part of it was Yum Yum tweeted, there's actually misogyny in this world and women wanted to enjoy
He was
it.
capping that. He was just trying to round them up.
No. So here's the thing, right? People were actually saying that they will go and see their guys. People were saying that they will go and see their guys.
The men were saying to go and see their guys.
Yeah.
Over their wives.
Over their wives. There are people that were saying
Men
that.
hate women. I don't understand. That's like
Right? And bro, it's just, bro, first of all,
I
there's a
didn't
lot.
see that. I have a limit on Twitter. So no.
There's one OT, right? There's a way that we've been OT. Not we've, because more often than not, we've had to change our own OTs.
Yeah.
Right? That your wife is not as important to you, generally. Bro, it's like,
There was not an something was trending where they say your wife is not your family member.
yeah. It's just, bro. It's just crazy, right?
I can't believe that was a
even
conversation.
my babes have gone.
Bro, even if not just my babe, even if not just my babe, my guy, you don't get babe when we come with you. You baby yourself, check your bad character. Check your character.
Question.
Right? So it's like
I can't
like,
believe people
at
were
the end of the day,
debating
man.
that.
it's just, so the Yum thing was very funny. It was just funny to see. So here's what I think about Yum. I think is a guy that realized that, okay, we are not doing traditional again, Navi. And it's like, okay, let's not do traditional. In answer is that, a lot of people in this Nigeria, they want traditional men. They don't just be traditional women. Oh yeah, Emma.
Can we move on from this? Because I'm not going to spend my time talking about Yum and outrage content, please. Let's move on.
Actually,
You know, say Emma. It will now be
Funny.
injuring them.
It's actually very funny
Because-
it's genuinely outrage content.
Because
Outrage content is not.
What kind of conversation is that?
it's just irritating to me because
so like with the whole like I don't like talking about this because because somebody said something. They said no matter how liberal you are, there are some responsibilities that you just can't like shank or run from.
Yeah.
at the end
You
of the day,
understand? At the end of the day,
you see, even if you break it down to biology, it's just
as the biology, as the chemistry,
cultural.
as the gbogbo. Man is just that. I've said this 1 million times. If babe say that this is the type of man I want,
Find your
I don't know the
type.
type of the man. Please, did they
Understand.
lock door? Shorty lekuni. Shorty we go ma jade. Shorty we go ma jade.
I don't know if it is age because I'm just like find. You don't even have to be
I don't know
begging
if
for
you know the funniest
anybody.
part.
Like
Nigerian
find
men are the
one
most loved in this world. See, if babe, I've seen many women that they will just see this guy. They just see that only potential kikiri. Oh my God, don't worry, I will stay you there.
But Nigerian
The
men
men will not reach there.
to the potential.
You not reach there, oh.
Then I say,
Now be like, baby,
You're not really my
don't
type.
come this weekend. Mo fẹ́ lọ rọrùn mi kan Lekki.
No, but actually, it's so true. Or you start hearing conversations like, my spec, you're not really. Can you lose that? Can you try to be? You will know somebody is. Maybe you get married to somebody, or you're with somebody in your trenches days, and maybe she's not the most fashionable person. Do you understand? Like, then you not get to. You not get to your promised land that you have been trying to get. And I say she's not my spec anymore. She's not. She's like, all the best you all.
I said that that's why I said I don't all those outreach.
Like,
when it comes to like
down.
men, like my thing is that like, and I think I read this somewhere about how men actually like have feelings for men. Yes, now like men
because
actually
kind of
no because when they actually no
pause.
no
Pause.
if you like pause, if you like
Pause.
I think I get what Dennis is trying to say because
you don't get men actually
save.
they save their feelings for men in terms of you want to spend quality time with your guys. You want to watch football with your guys. You guys with yarn with your guys. When that comes to your babes, you're expecting her to be subservient to you. In the sense that if I say go like this, that go. If you don't go like this, if you tell her say make she go like this now, make she pass and that rules, go that same place where you say make she go. You go to vex.
How dare you pass?
And it's a very, very Nigerian. It's not just Nigeria, it's just a men. And you know the worst part, bro, like you just be seeing guys like it's I've said this, I think I said this last year. Incel energy is everywhere right now.
Yup.
Incel energy, just yeah. And that's not to say
I think everybody decrease. That's what I want to and like
exactly where I was going to.
Everybody decrease.
Exactly where I was going to. Because now many guys will listen to me and just be like, this guy is simping, and I'm like, bro, like congrats to you.
That's on that part.
It does not mean that if babe should move mad, I will not say that this is that you say.
My own is
I've actually read. I think you and I read the same thing on that men have feelings for men thing.
I not read it to pause.
I'll look for the link and I'll find you and send it to you. I'll bring it to your house. I'll say, I read.
Kind of outrageous things that you make excuses for. Like you definitely need to have feelings for this person to believe this. Like, are you okay?
I don't understand. How is your pregnant wife?
How is even a conversation?
Like,
it's not even a funny conversation.
Not the funny part. You can actually still. It's in the same way. You can go and check. But it's my wife. You don't understand. Wife.
Go and check the person.
Wife like me.
You know, the way I even see things is your partner is the only one family member that you get to choose,
bro.
You don't choose your sister, your father, your uncle, your grandparents, your grandchild. You don't choose anybody, right? Now God just give you. If we even go by spirituality, right? God still give you your wife, but nobody say your eyes closed.
You picked yourself.
You lose your eyes. They open as God they give you.
Yeah.
And you know say God, how far this babe now? Not be this one when I want to. You say, this one no bad, and you collect them.
Men actually have feelings for me.
And you collect them. You might as well fucking love the person, you know? You might as well really, really love the person because see, look, your eyes were open. Your eyes were open.
When I even see these conversations, I'm like, did you have what kind of this was part debating on the bright Saturday morning?
For like 4 years now, I didn't even once I see outreach content.
Swipe.
I just did it.
No, the funny part was that whole yum debacle today. It sweets me.
Like,
it was just very funny for him to. It's not just a realization because like he also now brought me to there's misogyny and then there's I don't want to say anti-feminism, right? Misogyny, like homophobia, is actual hate, right? Then there's people that don't just understand stuff, right? Like what I said, I think Yum as a person is just, they say we are not doing traditional man. Okay,
he's
good.
Just catching
or we are not
clues.
doing traditional woman. Okay, good.
Over Yum
He now says that, some people are doing, you want traditional man, but you don't want to be traditional woman. Emma Fair, I think that's his OP. Right,
no, but I think that
it now doesn't now mean
you can be a traditional man in that sense, and you're not thinking like I've said this thing before.
Find your traditional people.
I don't know. You can be a traditional man and it's still not traditional baby you end up with, because at the end of the day you understand the fact that being a traditional man does not mean that the woman has to be a traditional woman.
Facts.
And it also does not mean that you have to enforce your traditional whatever.
That's
on
what
her.
I'm saying. If you
Facts.
decide that, okay, I want to be the provider, I want to be the king of
Okay.
this house, that's
All
fine.
well and good.
Here you get.
That's
Now,
for your pocket.
people now believe that 1 plus 1 has to equal 1 in the same. Like
Nope.
if they say it's like you're arriving at, if they say okay 3 times 3, if you are passing 3 plus 3 plus 3 to get 9. But me, I've done multiplication. I'm actually 3 times 3 equals 9. Because your 3 plus 3 plus 3 is stressful for you. You now say die on 9. I don't like it.
But we arrived at the same answer.
But we've all arrived at the same answer at the end of the day. Do you understand? So it's just that's just the problem with all of us as a people. Is we are really not just looking for the people that are for us.
You're
That's
trying
the
to
end of
force.
it. You are trying to force
a square inside the.
You are trying to in a round though at the end of the day.
Like just find your. And this
The
thing
one
that,
that
this
is-
thing that then
There's something. So I'm not going to lie to you. One is harder to find than the other, Sha. If that is what we are,
Whoa.
one is harder to find than the other. But if you know that that's what you want, you might as well just fucking.
And this
look
thing that
for
Dennis
you-
said,
for
I
what
don't
you-
think
what you
it's
know.
spoken about enough. The conversation where Dennis was saying that he knows, like when he said that Nigerian men are like really loved, and where he said the reference that he made where he said that he knows a couple of women that, or he just knows women that, so long as the man has some level of potential, they are going to like be good to you. But a lot of times, or sometimes, not say a lot of times because I don't have like evidence, but from the stories that we hear, sometimes when those men now reach their promised land, you now begin to find fault in the woman's tummy. You now begin to say this. But they don't. They
But
don't
you
say
didn't
that
like.
side.
So
They
that's
don't
the
say
thing.
that
They
side of
also
the
maybe
story.
did not like the person from
No,
the beginning.
no, that becomes a thing of spec. Like, oh, she's not fly. She's not a baddie.
Is the illusion of choice.
Exactly.
The fucking illusion of
It's
choice.
the illusion of choice because right now,
Because now
right
you-
now,
But when
It
you
comes
were
to the
not-
point where
when
you-
you're not
you
getting
feel like-
okay, yes,
social media is the bubble. One, you can be dating somebody now.
fucking bubble.
But babe, fine, pieces. Yeah. You go
Say
up
that,
snap.
say.
One friend post one babe. You go, be like this one. Your babe na your spec, but you say this one are more my spec.
Now specker. Now my specker.
What's going on? Why, bro? Like,
bro.
and that's what's costing because, like we said, obviously find your person, but like commitment is work. Commitment is work because, bro, find boys there outside, find babes there outside. If we get money there outside, if we don't get money there outside. You understand? That's why. And my thing is, there's no like get it to Nigerian women. Like it's not like I get the stereotype because it's online. Like women that will come and do videos and like blah blah blah. I love you. Where they open their purse or whatever.
Those pranks.
Fair, like they do stuff like that.
Yeah.
And if you know the babe, you don't have the money. Me like this, I've seen babe before. Like when I see broke, will he meet for fraud? If we meet for fraud, life no hard.
Because you
I was telling.
But you know that it happens, right?
No, it's,
Why not
It's
should
a
it
thing
not
now. Like,
happen?
Okay.
bro, you know there's some babes that you meet and you're like,
I don't
even if
understand.
you will look and say, this babe now VC money I guys get.
I said I saw one thread on Twitter where one boy showed his mother. He shared a conversation with his mom where he was telling his mom about a girl that he likes and like that he like mom, I just met this Nigerian girl. I think I'm gonna date her and stuff like that. Mother was like, okay, send me a. They had different conversations, but she now got to okay, send me a picture. The boy now sent the mother the picture. You know what mother said? The mother said, this girl must really love you. I don't see anything that you have to offer this girl.
See, sometimes it's not even by anything you have to offer. It's just money to even keep up. Last song.
When me too, I zoomed in
To
on the
even
girl's
keep
picture.
up.
I was like, this mom is actually right because
No, so sometimes it's not the babe does not even need anything from you. But
it's even you yourself.
no, just to even keep up, to get to a point where because she's entering places that if let's say she's used to a lifestyle, maybe she dey go slow, she dey go all these expensive restaurants. You want to the carry and go here lounge. Pillow bellows.
Yeah, Biliki.
What she want to go do for the year?
Bachelor say squadron.
You want go carry your molomo, you carry her from where she did. You want carry her and go
It's
level
like,
where they below
bro.
her. Molomo don't jaye. Feel molomo
Yeah, why?
sílẹ̀.
That's why I feel like Nollywood did a lot of things for
That
people.
king marrying the house.
You just waka say they send you message. You can't reach Falomo roundabout. You
You
can't
see the
see.
prince of Egbaland.
You can't see one fine boy we carry Range Rover just park. Beauty, hop in my car. She, first of all, you don't even say they go kidnap you.
But that does not mean that we don't have people. We don't have those scenarios. Of
Melody.
like a very
How
rich
many?
Melody.
How many are
country,
there?
Melody,
or a very rich one that married.
I will create. This will be my side project. That I will go and create side project. I will create the deck, everything. I will be interviewing couples up and down. Please tell me where you met. Whoa. By the time I interview 1,000 couples, in the last 2 years, no, even in the last 2-3 years, like I say, I forgot who tweeted the thing. It was like a really popular tweet or something. It was like, now I understand patience Ozoko. When you go bring boy, mama go look. I just want to get money, please.
Take him outside.
Outside. I'm not advocating that babes should only date rich people
men.
or people that have money. Obviously, people are not even doing that. Like they're not even doing that.
Even our parents, our mothers didn't even do that.
Yeah,
Like,
we
can we
didn't
just
that
stop
one.
with this dead ass
No,
narrative?
so me, I'm going to be against that. There's people that are actually doing that.
But what is the percentage?
Lolu,
There's people that are actually doing
I'm
that.
not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying that.
It's not as.
Oh, I want to to see that social media because people they always be bro. See, I have girlfriends that they will tell me that this boy now kiniko, he did this one, did that one. I not be wondering, you not be that. Please, first of all, are you a fine babe? Yes. Please, why are you letting that boy stress your life?
Yep.
Say, I like him. Joe, that your skincare bag that they brought in now. How much
Bro.
you buy? Oh, surprise. Talo somewhere. I paid for it myself. Please, your DSC are using this house. Pay for it. You're doing all this thing for yourself. Please, how is the boy balancing the hypertension that is giving you? And I'm not saying money has to be the only thing for that. But at the very least,
Peace of mind.
please, so please, if you don't have
Balancing hypertension is the podcast.
You know what me I think. I think we should all be fully formed human beings, and I think until we get to a point where we are all
fully formed
human
and secure.
human beings.
Because when I don't have money. I don't have money.
What do you mean by balance? What do you mean by?
No. So when I say fully formed human beings, I think just as much as a man, you should not be looking for anybody to come and make your own. You make your own yourself. Do you understand? There's no, I'm looking for we come and cook and clean. First of all, I think that's broke people broke
This is like I'm
conversation.
saying, if I see something, people look at me like,
No,
I
say it.
think my classmates, as I had to get like that. God will bless that brother. I've known him for years, but we've been staying together for like 2 years now. People come to us and they're like, why the two of you? Are you sure people are living bachelor life? They will come. Please, we just go and buy meat in the market. Alorata. We are doing our kidney come by ourselves, and the food will be sweet.
It will be
Which one is one that? That's why it's vegetable. See, my mommy did not trust me with food in my house. It's not you that you will say that one that woman will say, I offended you. I can bring food for you. Please have it.
I'm not hungry.
I'm not
So
hungry.
gently, fully formed
I can
human being.
go
Very,
buy
very,
food.
because the thing is
Fully formed human beings.
The thing is, if you're able to stand in and I feel like a lot of the relationships that are very, very, very fulfilling are relationships that the two of them
are fully formed.
fully formed, and so it gets to a place where at the very least, if one they bend, the other one will just start. So yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Because you know for a fact that that's here where he did. He goes to stand up back.
You
Yes.
go still exactly.
Yes.
Exactly at any point because
Because
at the
imagine you're dating somebody that
Plenty.
a man that okay, you have money, but emotional maturity.
stupid
Whoa!
character undeveloped.
I don't pray for you. I don't.
No, but that's fair. Like a fully
No.
human being. I agree
I
with
think
that.
everybody should be fully formed, just as much as men should not be looking for homemakers. Women should not be looking for who we could provide for them. All of us provide for yourself. All of us fed for
Because thing is,
make your home yourself.
I don't know, you
all of
figure
us
out
do
how
everything.
To, like when you meet the person,
And then when you come together,
you
it's
search.
two pillars.
Yes, now.
It's two full pillars. Nobody is depending on anybody for anything.
And when people say like two pillars, or when people say that financial capacity or like homemaking capacity, it don't mean that both of you be equal. It don't mean that both of you. You don't mean that
It's
both
not
of you-
50-50. It's
it don't
100-100.
even mean that. Not even that. It don't even mean that both of you's contribution to it to be equal, because in certain places that you are lacking, another person can take it off. Like you can
Exactly.
be the person who does more housework, because you just know how to. You're not doing it from a place of gun to your head. It's just, it comes to you naturally also to just do those things. Like when you're buying something for your babe or just spending money, it's not because somebody's putting a gun to your head or because she can't do it for herself. You're doing it because she wants to.
See,
it's not from a place of now.
Like I said, 100, just as much as you can do, as you can bring, or just, to the table, bring.
Exactly.
Just as much as the next person can bring to the table, bring. Everybody will
I know the funny
strength.
part, because men think everything is so literal. Like, babe, when you say, what do you bring to the table? And babe say, I am the table. Please, please. May no verse you. If that I am the table, because the funny part is, you know me do. I say the day there was somebody I met, that baby I say, no be just say I don't get them, bro. This baby is talking and you're like, I can't you start the gauge.
Yeah, you
finish with first class in law.
Ooh.
You finish in your school, law degree, everything. Come back Nigeria, you became this thing, you licensed in Nigeria. She's licensed to practice in New York. Please, share intimidation. No go first. Hold me. That's why we said fully formed. You know, just secure again.
Exactly, secure. Because you know if you hold me, I did for you. As you did, you're gonna turn me on.
You don't talk your own. You work for United Nations. Congrats, happy. Means that they work for Silicon.
This is what I have. You won't come and do that.
You come and change.
Please, Mister, if I dare for
right now, like I can say about my friends, maybe there's only one person that is in, and I will not mention his name. Maybe you would know, but like his relationship is not a thing of like more financially and positionally clinical, but at the very least you can tell that the both of them are fully formed. That's I like a lot of the time, because people just have this idea that I'm gonna just find this babe that, because that's why a lot of people get into like really, really terrible relationship, because they just feel like, okay, this person has this that I'm looking for, so I'm going to hold on to it. Now, it's not a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing.
But over time, if that person
removes it,
like if that little thing tweaks, like Melody said, 2 of them are deal. Money can enter, you can't say
That's what I said.
This your baby. This your.
You don't really like
the
the
way you do well.
Do you understand?
Wow.
That's you don't really like the babe then. That's what I
I
said.
don't think it's not like him.
Look.
No, I think it's like it.
It's like him.
I'll maybe like somebody you go cross 7 seasons.
You go.
Like,
Now you go, you know, people they say clinical maths. That girl maths that you go don't reach, you go don't help her do answer down. And she go to do equation.
you should say, maybe she didn't mean it that way.
No.
Actually,
Wait.
I saw a video on social media that was trending. One Ghanaian man was talking about how he does not want to be the head of the family. That in his own family, him and his wife, that he's not the head of the family. That he said, why didn't anybody ask me before saying men should be head of the family? Nobody
I know nobody give me. I know, but it's funny.
No, it was actually very serious. It's like, no.
He say I did on my own. They give me head of family. Who send me
Let me
message?
explain to you. Me and my wife, we went to school together. We were in the same class. We graduated at the same time. We started working at the same time. Around the same time, we went to find job. And we're now married, because it's actually married. We're not married. Why will I be the head of the home when I don't even know whether she's more intelligent than me, whether she has more leadership skills? Nobody asked me, nobody consulted me. You don't want to force me to be head of the home. I don't want to be head of the home.
You know when I realized that, man is the head, woman is the neck.
You see, you're not the head of the home.
No. Is this Bible passage? One will chase 1,000, two will chase 10,000. It not say 2,000, 10,000. That's 2 heads. Akpa, 2 heads is better than 1. Wallahi, it's 2 heads that I'm looking for.
Then it's not about you. You don't be head of home. You don't be
Head. Okay.
It's 2 heads me I'm looking for.
Where?
2.
When we reach there?
2 heads.
What is going on?
When we
Bro.
when we reach, no, it's not like as if I'm saying, no, I'm going to run from my whatever. Like,
From your no, never. Like at the end of the day, you are never going to run from your responsibilities. There's things that make you better biologically as a man. You are still going to be the ones to be carrying a heavy load, because
a service generator.
Why you are service?
For
Service generation. Okay, generator.
For
motor. You know all these things are. God gave you extra bone. You will use the extra bone now. You not go use them. You know, at the end of the day, biologically, these things is not easier for you to do it, but like, what? It's easier for you to do it, right?
Men are stronger than
Physically, right? And it's like at the end of the day, you do the part that is easier for you to do the part that is easier for you to do. But at the end of the day, the Bible said 2 heads, one will chase 1,000, 2 shall chase 10,000. That means you as a family. That's why men are dying. Because you are carrying too much stress on your head. God said 2 heads. 2 will chase 10,000. You want to be using 1 head to be chasing. Now why you go die? Your wife will come there alive. They enjoy her life.
I like one of the things, like, because I'm how will I put it now? I try to be Christian enough.
Yeah.
Like, so I don't, but people that know me anyway. When it comes to like stuff like that, I subscribe to stuff that I like, and I don't subscribe to some stuff. So like the whole thing of like the way some things sound in the Bible, sounds like, oh, your wife should come and kneel down and put food in front of you, or the way like tradition, like quote unquote African tradition, and it's like, bro, like which one is the one that, please, food is ready, Abby, or I make cook am, I will carry plates, carry food give you. If you don't want to eat, it's
It shouldn't
kitchen.
be that hard. People should just find their
It's
own
not even-
tribe and find people what
At the end of the day,
Do you
Like
understand?
this thing, like I always say something. Yeah, relationships are like your specific relationship is complex, but like the moment what brackets is complex, that's the problem. Like what brackets should be simple. You get that some So for example, like I don't know if I want, like, it's a personal thing, but like fair, I'm just gonna, like, if you stop talking to someone, for example, like I've stopped talking to people because like we're talking and they were like, oh, this that, I don't like gay people, da. I'm like, okay. Now, because I have the privilege to be straight, and I'm like, although I have like queer friends and stuff, because I have that privilege, I'm gonna just go, okay, like I can live with it and just be like, okay, yeah. But if I now realize that like it starts extending beyond that, and you
Like
start
which
like,
is
like,
what I was saying from the beginning
so
of
it's
this
like
conversation.
all those things that, like, those are the wrinkles, obviously, that you have to figure out. But like at the very least, like the person.
Do you understand? Because see, look, you
And your
can
values you start figuring out your values.
say, oh, you don't like. You are not-
going out, but go to your value no online, not be like it.
No. Yeah, Melody, please. Physical attraction is more important.
Physical attraction is
Before
number
you
one.
say, before you say that, I agree with Amiko. See, let me tell you, even if you,
Go did
no, that's not good. Yeah.
No, man.
No, let's not do that.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, are you saying that you cannot be with someone that is not like fine?
No, fine. If I'm not attracted to
I'm not attracted to you.
I've seen fine babes now. Like, is it every fine babe that you talk to?
Someone that you like personally?
Yes, now, like,
Okay.
if we meet now, and like, imagine that we are texting and somebody sends me your number or something, or like I meet you at a random event or one evening and we're texting, and over, like, you know, they have to develop feelings now. And I don't catch feelings after 2 weeks or 3 weeks of texting, but you would not meet. Now always gotta meet her. It's not that she's not fine. It's just that maybe in that, like, that one-on-one, you know, then you go for it again. But by that time, you've already locked into something. That's why me personally, I just feel like that's why I feel like Nigeria is making it hard for people. That's why people are in really terrible relationships, because people don't go on dates as much.
Yeah.
Please, if you want to go on dates now,
And
Oh,
it's a wrap.
you will
The
spend money.
cost
Sha.
of going on dates with the kind of food that I don't know what's going on in Lagos restaurant. Maybe I'm going to, call them out next week, because the kind of things I've been eating this last week. And you see influencers.
As per you are going on dates. As
No,
per you are going to this restaurant.
I went and I'm like, why do we have influencers hyping these people? What's all this? Kill and say. Like, what are you people cooking in this Lagos? I can say rubbish and nonsense. Rubbish, let's say. Anyways, it's okay.
Before they come your house, come chop your
So,
food.
Maybe I'll go and open my own restaurant now.
Because me like this, more useless pa.
Anyways, shout out to you, Lolu and Dennis, for coming through on the pod today. As usual, another good conversation. I'm actually always so excited whenever I speak to both of you. There's always so much insight to share. Don't forget that this is still Zero Conditions podcast. We are done for today. It's a wrap. This episode drops on Monday, 8 a.m. You can catch it on your favorite streaming platforms. And please follow us on social media at Zero Conditions. Yeah, okay, that's my camera. Sorry. Follow us on social media at Zero Conditions. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Zero Conditions. Send us questions, comment under the episode. I see your comments, I read them. Follow Dennis on social media. Follow Ogalo.
Don't follow me, I'll lead you astray.
Oh, yeah, follow Jesus.
Follow Jesus.
Follow Jesus. My name is Melody, and hopefully, thanks for back for the next episode. Bye bye.